And 2, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Monday.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, Abdullah. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
40 got.
The second down run for Abdullah. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 24. And now a carry here for their fullback. He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Move. Hey, gotta go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Gotta go.
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Move. Check three. Man,
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gotta go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
Gotta go.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man, son.
They go play action. Trubisky buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. But you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
On the ball. 22.
To throw on second down is Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Touchdown of the season, and the Lions add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Everyone's got 4 down. 18. Lock in.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gotta go. Ran, son.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Escapes the sack. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let one fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. On first down, Stafford here. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Zebra.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Hurry.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive. They need points. Big time.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Hurry. Red, up. Watch 17. Move.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Stafford. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey. 4 down.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Come on, gotta go. 43's the mic. There you go. You see it? Don't get nervous. Blue. Let's see the creek. Check. Press. 18. Gotta go. Check motion. Red, up.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hurry up, get set. Hey, go here. 22. Hey. 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21. Got three down. Double right.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that's incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. So maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go. Hey, give me radar.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, move. 18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Move. Move. Check three.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Out left is Shaheen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 18. Move.
Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Trubisky to throw again. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They go play action. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so clearing that ball.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Abdullah. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays with the legs going out.
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They go with Abdullah again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Stafford. And Tate's got it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Stafford now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Riddick. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. He can't get him down. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 77 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Stafford. Going up top. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Matthews the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A give to Howard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On the counter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. On second down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.